Everybody, and welcome back to another Vlogmas video. It is day 14. Wow, how did we get here? It's really starting to go quite quick now, isn't it? So this weekend, I can imagine that a lot of you have got probably quite a busy weekend. Probably getting the food bits in, maybe the sort of cupboardy food bits. Have you got your presents all around sorted out? It's getting to that stage now, isn't it? We're all sort of thinking, right, we're on limited time. This is what I've got to do, and this is how I've got to do it, and this is when I've got to do it by, and all that kind of stuff. I know I'm in that mode this weekend. I think I'm nearly there with presents. I've got a couple of bits and pieces to get, and I'm still waiting on a couple of bits and pieces, but it would appear, as I'm sure most of you will know, that good old Royal Mail are not so good just at the moment. There's something I'm waiting for in the post that should have come last Tuesday. It's still not here, and it's really important, so that might be a chase up on Monday morning. A couple of packages are delayed, so you just don't know, do you? And I suppose that's the risk when you order something online as well, as though it's quick, it's easy, it's great. We don't have to bombard ourselves around the shops. If they're not delivered on time or not delivered at all, it becomes rather stressful, doesn't it? So I'm hoping that these last 10 days of Vlogmas are going to be hopefully as stress-free as possible. I am going to be homebound as much as possible now. I've got a few things on next week, like Grace is going away for a few days, so I've got the airport run a couple of times next week. But other than that, I'm pretty homebound. So over the next 10 days, I want to do things with Nancy particularly. I want to get her to come out and about and see all the Christmas lights around the neighbourhood, so we'll do that one evening. And there's just still a few things that I'd really love to include here on Vlogmas. And now that I am homebound, I can sort of sit back, organise myself and get all that done for you. So, but in the meantime, this morning my cold seems to have reappeared, which is a little bit annoying. It's probably because I've been dashing about and I'm quite tired, what with all the travelling and what have you. Plus, Paul, aka the Invisible Chef, is dreadful with his cold. It's more like a flu thing, and I know there's a hell of a lot of that going about at the moment, but he is really poorly. And I'm wondering whether mine's come back a little bit or whether his is a bit of a different thing and I've now caught what he's got. I don't know. Anyway, we're going to give this cold its run hopefully this week and make sure that we are fit and well and healthy for Christmas itself. But don't worry, the Invisible Chef is in today's video because we've got a little pre-recorded clip, and it's really nice actually because it's a beautiful roast pork with crackling joint. But it's one of those, I would say, a really good weekend kind of dinner. So if you want some nice roast meat, but you don't want to be bothered with faffing about with all the trimmings, and you're going to wait for all the trimmings at Christmas, well, this one's really good because he actually did with it some beautiful homemade chips. So it's like having a roast dinner, but a bit of chips and naughtiness for a Saturday evening or a weekend. Just a bit of a quick and easy way to go about things, really. So that's coming up for you in a bit. I'm going to open today's advent calendar. Loving it. Used up all my shower gels now so far. So let's see what day 14 brings us. Oh, I do feel very snotty this morning. It's not very pleasant, is it? Oh, let's see. Oh, I've got another bath and shower. Oh, this is described slightly differently. This one is luxury bath and shower bubbles. The others have been shower gel or shower crim. This is shower and bath bubbles. So there we go, frosted cranberry. I think that's a sign. I think that's a sign saying it's Saturday. And on Saturday night, Polly, you need to have a total chill out, lie in the bath and surround yourself with frosted cranberry bubbles. That is going in the bath with me tonight. Lovely. Loving it. Beautiful fuzzy duck stuff in this advent calendar. Super pleased with that this year, as you know. So the rest of the day for me is a bit of a mystery, but I am going to take Nancy out. So let's get into today's video. I hope you enjoy it. Well, this is not exactly a Christmassy dish, but did you know that a vital part of the Christmas Eve dinner in Norway is pork ribs? And they have the tenderest meat and the crunchiest crackling. The Invisible Chef is here today doing a lovely variation of this Nigella Lawson's Norwegian pork. And you'll need to take the pork out of your refrigerator for about an hour or so before cooking. So factor that into your timetable, adding it to about 3 hours, give or take, that the pork will be in the oven. For now, unwrap it and lay it rind side down on a large chopping board. And in the meantime, you need to peel some garlic cloves and drop them into a mortar, part of a pestle and mortar. If you don't have one, put them into a bowl, and you can always use a stick blender. Add 2 tablespoons of sea salt flakes or 1 tablespoon of fine sea salt, some juniper berries and some dill stalks, and start either bashing, grinding, crushing or whizzing, as you prefer, until you have an aromatic green paste. It's hard work with a pestle and mortar, but it's great making it this way. It makes the kitchen smell, well, rather invigoratingly like a Nordic spa. You will see that the Invisible Chef makes these quite large, long troughs throughout the pork, and that is for you to tuck the paste into. Run a knife through them if you need to open up the cut area a little more. Press the mixture evenly between them. Push as many of the dill fronds into the paste as you can fit. Turn the pork rind side up. Rub the rind and sides of the pork with the remaining sea salt or salt flakes. Get out a large roasting tin, peel some onions, then cut each of them into thick slices, and you need these as a sort of flavour platform to prop up the pork. One end must be slightly higher than the other so that any liquid pours off and doesn't pool on the rind. So place the pork rind side up on the onions, arranging the slices as you feel best achieves. Pour some just boiled water into the roasting tin, cover the top tightly with foil and cook in a hot oven for 45 minutes. It's counterintuitive, I know, but softening the rind now makes it crisp up unimaginably later. When it's had its 45 minutes, take the pork out of the oven and remove the foil. The rind should have softened and puffed up a little. Put the pork back into the oven without the foil for about 2.5 hours, by which time much of the fat should have rendered down, melting lusciously into the meat and less lusciously into the tin. And now for the Invisible Chef's homemade chips. Now, we don't have a chip pan, so we've used good old-fashioned lard. Naughty, I know, but this really does make the loveliest of chips. So peel your potatoes and cut into the shapes you want. Give them a good clean, pat them dry. Get your lard all bubbled up nice and hot. Pop your potatoes in, and what you must do if you haven't got a chip pan is to keep stirring so that they don't stick. These are delicious. Once your pork is out of the oven, remove it carefully onto a carving board and cut through the lovely, gorgeous crackling that actually I didn't keep the sound of here, but it should make a lovely splintering noise. It's rather splendid. And serve with the chips. Delicious.
Hello, Paul.
Hello, Mum. You okay?
Yes, have a good lunch, did you?
That was lovely lunch. We've just been to Waitrose.
Yes. We're just sitting in the car.
Yes, we're going now.
I'm going to move on now.
Are you plugged in?
Yes, plugged in, ready to go.
So we've done a little Waitrose shop, but I have picked up, our local Waitrose is lovely, and it's got a whole aisle in it that is John Lewis Home because obviously Waitrose and John Lewis are the same thing, really.
Yeah.
So we've had a little bit of a mooch, and I've picked up a couple of little extra Christmas presents as well, which is good. But you've been okay these last couple of days while I've been in Exeter.
Absolutely.
And Grace came to see you.
Yes, Grace came.
Have you been watching any Christmas movies?
Yeah, everything. Always. I put them on every afternoon. and
Good.
the next day I forgot what the story was. It's called Age Concern.
They're probably all quite the same, I would imagine.
Yes. They all start tragic and all end up very happy.
And they all live happily ever after.
That's it.
Perfect. Well, can you believe it's the 14th of December? The 14th of December.
No.
10 days and it's Christmas Eve.
That's right, yes.
It's going to go really quick now. Just over a week, it's Christmas Eve. Can't believe it. That's your job to put that pass away, please.
That's my job.
It's your job. No. You still haven't seen my tree, have you?
No.
So looking forward to Christmas dinner.
Well, absolutely, but no, I love Christmas.
I know you do.
I think everybody does.
We've always loved Christmas, and thank God we've always had lovely Christmases, haven't we?
We have. Always.
And it's a good job everybody's been ill this last week. Hopefully we'll all be fine.
Yes.
Although you never catch anything.
No, but you know, I think last year people were last year everyone.
Paul wasn't well, but he wasn't well on Christmas Day last year.
Oh, that's right.
He's not well at the moment, so hopefully he'll be better.
Oh.
Grace has had a cold, I've had a cold, he's got the cold, but it's like a flu-y cold. It's not
I
very nice.
haven't caught anything from anybody.
Yeah, but you never do.
No, I know. Okay.
You know, you must have such a strong immune system. Strong as an ox, aren't you?
Yeah, absolutely. For an oldie.
For an old doll.
And a hobble.
Well, that's a pretty bracelet. Where did you find that? You've been sorting out your jewellery?
Yeah, funnily enough, yes. I thought, oh, why didn't I put that on? I put it on this morning.
That's really pretty.
No, I might put it on.
What
this.
about your ring that you were wearing the other day?
Oh, it's in the box.
Oh,
Yeah.
it's all right then. Because you know where it is.
I wear it on Christmas Day because then I know Mike's with me.
Oh, that's lovely.
Yeah.
It's a beautiful ring that my
Yeah.
dad bought you, isn't it?
Yeah. When we were in America, I bought it.
Was it?
Yeah.
Oh, where did you get that from?
We went to a big sale somewhere and there was different tables and stuff. And I just looked at it and he picked it up and bought it for me.
Oh, good old dad.
Yeah.
It is a very beautiful ring.
Yeah.
Yeah. You've got some lovely jewellery though, haven't you?
Oh, yes, it's all yours then.
Oh, thanks.
When you
Thanks for that, Mother.
When you want to drop the clogs.
No time soon. You got a new house to move into yet? So once we've got the Christmas decorations down, we do have to do quite a lot of sorting out though.
Yeah.
Both my house and your house.
Yeah.
And that'll be lovely. Grace is very excited that she gets an ensuite bathroom.
Oh, is she?
Yes.
Oh, really?
She's already doing lots of sorting out and making lots of plans for her furniture and what goes where. She will need a new bed though.
What I'm thinking, I know.
What are you thinking about?
I don't know.
Oh.
But I don't know why I look worried, but I'm not worried.
Sure. Good. You were just kind of lost in thought, but
Yeah.
not a real,
So not drastic.
not a worrying thought,
Not
just
worrying.
a little bit away.
That's it. Not quite with it actually. Oh God, I've never done.
You are funny. But you've got all the way around Waitrose today, which was great.
Yes.
So you've had a bit of exercise, which is good.
Nice to be out.
Definitely.
Absolutely.
And I'm not sure whether it might look like rain over there today, so I think we might have timed that.
We're going that way though, aren't we?
Well, we know we're kind of going that way actually.
Oh,
gosh, it does look like a thundercloud.
Yeah.
Isn't this weather strange today? It's almost like... Crikey. Doomed. That is jet black.
Yeah.
That's nice. I don't know whether... I haven't looked at the forecast. I don't even know whether we're due any rain, but I think we are going to have some rain.
Yeah.
For sure.
Well, we'll be home before it does.
I think we will just be home
Yeah.
before it does. Oh no, look, we're driving into the light now.
Oh, good. Yeah.
Walk into the light! Walk into the light. Oh, she's so sweet. I adore her, I adore her. So she's loved getting out today, even though it was just to Waitrose. But she hasn't been out for a few days. And it is quite bitterly cold again today. So it was just enough for her. But yeah, we didn't do anything Christmassy, unfortunately, today. There was a Christmas craft fair about 6 or 7 miles away that I thought about taking her to today, but actually it really is quite bitterly cold and she needed some essentials, me having not been here for a couple of days. So to do a craft fair and the supermarket would have been too much. So we didn't do that today after all. But I'm actually doing something unusual this afternoon, and that is I'm having a little sit on the sofa, albeit it is nearly 4 o'clock, so there's not much of the afternoon left, to be honest. But I'm sitting on the sofa. I'm going to put the telly on in a minute. I'm going to get myself a cup of coffee. I've got a few little chocolates here. Actually, I'll show you what I've got. Terry's Chocolate Orange Sensations. Now, I started these a few nights ago, so I haven't been eating these all afternoon, I hasten to add. They are lovely because I do love a Terry's Chocolate Orange, but there's all sorts of different weird and wonderful flavours in here. Some of them I love, but there's one that's a popping candy one, and I didn't expect it until it was popping candy in my mouth. I was like, oh, hello, disco in my mouth the other night. I'm not very keen on that one. But yeah, there's milk chocolate ones, there's dark chocolate ones, strawberry, raspberry, like I say, popping candy, original. Nice. A bit different from the celebrations and the Quality Street, but I don't think I'll buy them again. I think I will stick to my Quality Street and my celebrations and my heroes and things like that for the rest of Christmas. But I wouldn't want to waste them, so I'm going to have a coffee in a minute and a couple more. But I'm having a chill out. I'm in the house on my own, which is rare. Everybody's doing their own thing today. I am so tired from, I think, everything. It's been such a busy time, really, for the last month or so. I think the house buying and selling, that pressure's off now. But because the pressure's off, I'm in excitement mode, but I'm absolutely shattered. I'm totally wiped out. And I finished work, and that was chaos at the end as well. And I went to London last week, been to Exeter this week, and I'm juggling everything. And I've just gone, whew. So I know my limits, and I know I need to stop. And what perfect opportunity than this afternoon to just forget about any housework, forget about any washing. I've got loads to do. And just sit down, have a couple of hours to myself. And I'm also going to read this. I picked this up in Waitrose today. The good old-fashioned Christmas TV Times. Now, I don't buy this any other time of the year, but as tradition, and all the way through my life, we've always had the TV or the radio Times on the coffee table throughout Christmas. And this is the Christmas TV Times. So this one covers the 21st of December to the 3rd of January, everything that you will want to see over Christmas. And I love having a little mooch through the TV Times, and it just takes me back. It's just one of those, it may sound weird, but this is a Christmas tradition for me. Is it for you, or has it been? But it is for me, and I might not even, other than this afternoon, get much of a chance to look through it. I will highlight some of the things I want to watch. There are some great things on over Christmas. Obviously, there's the classic movies. Look, we've got here, this page here. They're going to be putting on my favourite Christmas Carol. They're putting on Home Alone, of course. Wonderful Life is going to be on. Bad Santa. National Lampoon's Christmas Vacation. What else have we got? Wallace and Gromit. That's going to be a new one. a special, Stardust, Bohemian Rhapsody, Night at the Museum. Oh, there's all sorts on, everything you can imagine. Let's have a little look at Christmas Day, actually. And it is getting a little bit dark in here now, isn't it? But I might need my glasses. Hang on. Did I tell you I'm 50 next month? Need me hint, hint. Need me reading glasses now. Let's see. I'm looking forward to. I'm a huge EastEnders fan, so I'm really looking forward to EastEnders over Christmas because it's always very dramatic, and it's starting to pick up at the moment. Actually, it's starting to get really dramatic. Let's see. That's Christmas Eve. That's Christmas Eve. Christmas Day. Lots going on. Oh yes, here we go. So, depending on what you like, obviously we have the King's Speech at 3 o'clock on BBC One. We have a Strictly Come Dancing Christmas special, Doctor Who, EastEnders, Call the Midwife, Gavin and Stacey, a new Christmas special. Oh, in fact, we've got 2 episodes of EastEnders on Christmas Day. There's a Mrs. Brown's Boys Christmas special. Oh, fabulous films on BBC Two. We've got Some Like It Hot with Marilyn Monroe. We've got North by Northwest, fabulous Hitchcock film. That is, love that. The musical classics of Morecambe and Wise, a Morecambe and Wise Christmas show. That's from 1977. I mean, that is just classic, isn't it? But timeless, clearly, because here we are in 2024 and they're putting on Morecambe and Wise. Now, that's probably more of a reflection of the television of today, not of the television from then. You know, sometimes it's a bit slim pickings, isn't it, these days? But I love that. The Lady in the Van. That's a film, actually, I have never seen. I would like to see that. There's a new Downton Abbey. Hurrah. Coronation Street special, if you like Coronation Street. Notting Hill, Miracle on 34th Street, The Italian Job, The Railway Children. Oh my goodness, there is all sorts on Christmas Day. A Royal Variety performance, The Chase, Celebrity Christmas Special, A Home Alone and Home Alone 2. Fantastic. Loads going on. And let's have a little look at Christmas Eve for all those excited children, me included, and grandchildren that you may have. What can we keep them occupied with on Christmas Eve? Oh, okay. Shaun the Sheep. I do like Shaun the Sheep. That's on BBC One. White Christmas is on Christmas Eve on BBC Two. Doctor Who at the Proms. That's really good. I've seen that before, I'm sure I have. Unless it's a new one. Mortimer and Whitehouse, Christmas Gone Fishing. Do you know what? I'm not into fishing, but I love that programme. If you want a really good Sunday night watch, relaxing, looking at the lovely scenery, but hilariously funny, with Paul Whitehouse and Bob Mortimer, Gone Fishing, you have to watch it. I love it. It's absolutely brilliant. And there's a Christmas one on. That's Christmas Eve. Me and Paul will be watching that. Oh my goodness. Emmerdale. Anybody watch Emmerdale? Wonderful Life is on, of course. Christmas Carol. The Great Christmas Bake Off. Fantastic. Catch Me If You Can. Really good film. The Man in the Iron Mask. That's an oldie. Shrek is on. My goodness. Normally on Christmas Eve, we have The Snowman. I love watching The Snowman on Christmas Eve, but it normally is on, where is it? Ah, there it is. 4:15, Channel 4, Christmas Eve. That's what I'll be watching. The Snowman. I love it. And I used to watch it on Christmas Eve as a kid. And again, that's one of those, almost like a tradition, watching The Snowman on Christmas Eve. Absolutely fabulous. Anyway, you don't need the radio times or the TV times to know what's going on, especially if you're, you know, got the mod cons these days. You've got the old Sky television or what have you and TV guides on your TV. But to me, that's just, you know, one of those Christmas traditions that I love. The TV times. Love it. Love it. So I'm going to have a little moment now. I'm going to see what's on now and have a little chill. It's just so lovely to be in my own home and not have to think about rushing around anywhere today. And it's vital, isn't it? Because I do a lot of rushing around, and I felt myself being a bit overwhelmed this week. So I am really looking forward to the rest of the weekend being nice and peaceful and homebound. And as I said, lots to do next week, but it's all Vlogmas and Christmas related. And I'm just looking forward to being homebound and enjoying my family and my home and the Christmas things in it. And I hope that you are going to enjoy coming along with me as well. So that's it for today, Vlogmas Day 14. Oh my gosh, can't believe it. And I hope you will come back tomorrow evening for Vlogmas Day 15. And until then, stay safe, stay in the boat, and keep doing all things good. And I'll see you again tomorrow evening. Take care. Bye.